Hey guys, what is up and welcome back to my channel. As you guys can tell from the title of today's video, we're going to be doing Top 5 Wednesday, which is one of my very favorite days of the week. I still habitually watch these videos. It has just been a while since I participated in them. But like you guys know, it is September, so I'm doing a video every day in September, so I do have a lot more time to actually do that this month. And I think it might be something that I bring back to my channel moving forward, which means I might be doing more videos on my channel. I don't know. But yeah, today's prompt is favorite book covers. So 5 favorite book covers, my top 5 favorites. Now, a lot of these book covers were really hard to choose, like I said, but also they are very, very different. And I did try to narrow them down to the 5 that really popped out at me on my shelves as I was kind of like perusing through them. Now, I may have forgotten some, but that's totally fine because my taste in book covers does often change. But I'm gonna go ahead and just get started because I do actually have a lot to say about each of the covers, why I like them, and what I think of the books as well. So I'm gonna go ahead and just get started. So the first book I'm gonna start with is actually a book that I'm currently reading, and this is a book that was printed in the 80s, and when I saw this cover, I absolutely died. It was printed in 84, and the reason why I love this cover so much is because I really like the simplicity of it, and that'd be Thinner by Richard Bachman. This is actually Stephen King. This is his original pen name. The reason why I love this cover so much is how simplistic it is. It really reminds me of old school horror movies, as well as it really matches the book. That's what I really like about it. I think that the story itself and essentially what happens is our main character is touched by a man after he actually runs over his wife, and the man, in a form of revenge, kind of curses him and he's unable to gain weight. And this kind of reminds me of when the man touches him, and obviously the writing is really thin and it's about losing weight and it's called Thinner, and it just really works with the novel, and I think that it is a great cover for the story itself. Now the next book I have here is a book that if you've been following me for a while, you'll know I actually thought was a graphic novel, but I think the cover really matches the book itself. That'd be Want by Cindy Pon. I love this cover. This cover is got something on it. This cover is absolutely beautiful. This is our main character, Jason, from the book, and I think that it is just so indicative of the novel itself. They do live in like a futuristic world. They do have to wear these suits to be able to breathe, and Jason does kind of infiltrate this company to be able to kind of try to take them down, but in an effort he actually kidnaps the daughter of the man who runs the company, and things are not what they seem. But obviously the reason why I love this is I love the color scheme. I love that it's, I don't know if you can tell, it's kind of glossy. It has like a glossy feel to it as well, but it really just matches the story. Like I said, they do live in a futuristic world. This looks very futuristic. It's just done so well, and I think that this captures Jason in such a good way too. I think that this is exactly how I pictured him. Even if I hadn't looked at the cover, this is what I think of, and I just love the way he's kind of represented here. I think it's done in just a very beautiful way. Now the next book I have here is a book that you guys have heard me speak about 100 times. There's a review for it on my channel. I just absolutely love it. I love the covers of this entire series, but I kept it down to my very favorite one, and that'd be Sleeping Giants by Something Newable. Now this looks kind of plain, but I don't know if you can tell, there's like a cutout right here, and oh my god, it's beautiful. I don't care what anyone says. I think the UK covers are hideous. That is just obviously personal opinion, and I think it's because I fell in love with these like first thing. I love these covers. I think they're stunning, especially the hardcover. I don't know what the paperback versions of these look like, but the detail, the print, oh my god, it's just so indicative of the story as well. If you're not familiar, this book follows a young girl. She's biking following her birthday party, and the road kind of caves in and she lands inside this giant robotic hand, which is obviously what is on the cover of this novel. And later on in life, she's actually put on as a lead researcher to actually rebuild the robot that they find. And I just love this cover. I don't know if you can kind of tell either. There's like stars all along the cover of it. It's just so beautiful, and it's so streamlined, and honestly, this is just a really sexy book in a way, and I really love it. And like I said, I think the UK covers are really ugly, but I think that these are really beautiful. Now we're gonna get into a book that I shamelessly have not read, but I think is stunning. This entire series is stunning. I don't know a whole lot about this series. But I know that I requested this from Orbit because I've heard great things about it. I tried to avoid all spoilers, but everyone I know who has read it has absolutely loved it, and that'd be Wake of Vultures by Lila Bowen. These covers are beautiful. They all look pretty similar, but they do change in color. But I love the simplicity of this. I do like that it looks like, if you kind of look closer, it looks like this is a picture that has been taken, but I just love the contrast, I think, is what I really like. I like the black, the white, and this is actually more of like a bluish black color, and then obviously the red. I think this just looks really good. Now obviously I can't speak to the book itself because I have not personally read it, but a lot of people that I know that have read it have loved it. A lot of authors that I really enjoy have also loved this series, so I can't wait to read it. As well as I like the spines on these as well. They look really, really great on my shelves. Now this last book I'm going to talk about, I could have talked about pretty much all of these covers. Obviously this is another Stephen King book, but I just love this cover so much. I really like the colors, but it'd be End of Watch, which is the third book in the Mr. Mercedes trilogy by Stephen King. These covers are to die for. The white, I don't know what it is about white Stephen King books, but they just look so good. And the color, I don't know who the artist is who did this one, but it looks so different from anything else this whole series does than anything else that he's ever done. I mean, like, they've got like a bloody Game Boy on the back of it. It's just so cute. And the like spine itself, once again, just looks really good on my shelves. And I really like that the blood kind of comes over into the description as well. Like, it's like a full cover thing. Oh my god, you guys, I just love this. And it's black and white on the inside. These covers just look so good. And I think the reason why I was so drawn to these is because they look so different, once again, from anything they've ever done for Stephen King. And I think they're absolutely gorgeous. I love the color, and there's a bit of texture to everything on the cover as well. Like, the fish kind of stand out. Obviously, End of Watch and Stephen King kind of stand out. I just love this. And as somebody who does thumbnails every single time I film a video, it is a giant pain in the ass to try to get your text to kind of stand out to the picture. And even though there's so much going on in this novel, like on the cover of it, I think that his name and the writing itself really stand out, and I think they did a fantastic job designing this cover. Alright guys, so that is it for today's Top 5 Wednesday. I hope you guys enjoyed. Leave down below your favorite cover of a book, as well as if you know the UK covers of these books, if you think the UK covers look better, because I know they're completely different. I wish they weren't, but I understand the appeal of it. But yeah, I hope you guys liked this video. If you did, please give it a thumbs up and think about subscribing, and I'll see you guys in my next video. Bye!